Hello students, welcome you all to today's class. So in the previous class we have already discussed about one of the important concept, or you can say topic, that is your related to the money banking, that is credit creation by the commercial bank. And you know very well that all the commercial banks, they are under the control of the Central Bank of India, otherwise it is called as the Reserve Bank of India. So the Reserve Bank of India performs many roles, performs a variety of functions for the welfare of the country. So today we will discuss about the major functions of the Reserve Bank of India and in detail the credit control policy of the Reserve Bank of India. So first one is your, what is central bank? ये केंद्रीय बैंक क्या होता है, या रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, इंडिया में उसको रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया कहते हैं, यूके में उसको बैंक ऑफ इंग्लैंड कहा जाता है, यूनाइटेड स्टेट ऑफ अमेरिका में उसको फेडरल रिजर्व सिस्टम कहा जाता है. इन एवरी कंट्री देयर इज ए सेंट्रल बैंक, द नेम इज डिफरेंट. इन इंडिया इट इज कॉल्ड एज द रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. So, a central bank is an apex institution which operates, control, directs and regulates the monetary and the banking structure of a country. इसका मतलब है Reserve Bank of India or your central bank, it is the apex in the banking institution. Why it is in the apex? Because it controls, it directs and it regulates the monetary and banking structure of the country. देश का सर्वोच्च बैंकिंग सेक्टर में, बैंकिंग एंड मॉनेटरी स्ट्रक्चर में सबसे सर्वोच्च स्थान दिया गया है रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया या सेंट्रल बैंक को. It control, it directs and it regulates the monetary and banking structure of a country. जितना भी हमारा बैंक है, कमर्शियल बैंक है, और जितना भी मॉनेटरी कारोबार होता है, मॉनेटरी मनी मार्केट एंड बैंकिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स, उसको नियंत्रण रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया करता है. वो नियंत्रण रिजर्व बैंक के द्वारा होता है. दैट्स व्हाई Reserve Bank of India is an apex institution which control, which operate, directs and regulates the monetary and banking structure of the country. Why it occupies a very central and highest position? Because due to this function. That's why it occupies a very central or highest position in the monetary and banking structure of the country. So let us come to learn about different definition. A central bank plays an important role in monetary and banking system of a country. It is responsible for maintaining financial sovereignty and economic stability of a country, especially in the underdeveloped country. Economic stability, free from inflation, free from deflation, and that it is the responsibility of the Reserve Bank of India or the Central Bank of a country to ensure the monetary stability, to ensure the financial stability, And in underdeveloped country, the role of the central bank is very important. And another definition, one of the important definition given by the Bank of International Settlement, a central bank is the bank in any country to which has been entrusted the duty of regulating the volume of currency and credit in that country. The central bank is the bank in any country to which has been entrusted the duty of regulating the volume of currency and credit in that country. इसका मतलब एक देश का केंद्रीय बैंक वही बैंक होता है जिनको यह रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दिया गया है, जिनका ऊपर ये रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दिया गया है टू कंट्रोल द वॉल्यूम ऑफ करेंसी. करेंसी मीन्स मनी. मनी का वॉल्यूम को कंट्रोल करना एंड क्रेडिट को कंट्रोल करना. ये दोनों चीज, ये दोनों दायित्व जो है, ये दोनों रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी that is given to the Reserve Bank of India. Not only in India, in every country, these two main responsibility, two main functions that have been performed by the central bank. This is the sentence, or this is the definition given by the Bank of International Settlement. Another definition given by famous economic Samuelson, who told every central bank has one function. It operates to control economy, supply of money and credit. Samuelson ने बताया कि सेंट्रल बैंक का एक मुख्य फंक्शन होता है जो कि अर्थ व्यवस्था को कंट्रोल करता है, नियंत्रण करता है. सप्लाई ऑफ मनी, मुद्रा का जो परिमाण है, पूर्ति है, उसको कंट्रोल करता है और ऋण क्रेडिट को भी कंट्रोल करता है. सो इट ऑपरेट्स टू कंट्रोल इकोनॉमी, सप्लाई ऑफ मनी एंड क्रेडिट. दिस इज डेफिनेशन बाय द Samuelson. Another definition given by Hawtrey. Hawtrey told that lender of last resort is the essential function of the central bank. Hawtrey ने बताया कि सेंट्रल बैंक का सबसे मुख्य फंक्शन होता है, एसेंशियल फंक्शन होता है लेंडर ऑफ लास्ट रिसोर्ट. इसके बारे में हम डिटेल पढ़ेंगे. There are many functions, but Hawtrey told that lender of last resort is the essential function of central bank. Another definition given by Smith. Primary function of central banking is a banking system in which central bank has either a complete or a residuary monopoly in note issue. So Smith discussed about or told about the note issue function of the central bank, that is the printing of notes. So you know that in India that the monopoly of note issue power that is given to the Reserve Bank of India. Similarly, in every country the printing of the notes, or that is managing the money supply, controlling the money supply, that power or that work is given to the central bank. So therefore this is one of the important function of the central bank as pointed out by Smith. Another that is the most accepted definition, and it is most one detail that is given in detail that is given by the Kent. So according to Kent, central bank may be defined as an institution which is charged with the responsibility of managing the expansion and contraction of the volume of money in the interest of general public welfare. So what just you see, central bank may be defined as an institution which is charged with the responsibility of managing the expansion and contraction of the volume of money. So this is the main thing. मैनेजिंग द एक्सपांशन मतलब बढ़ाना, वर्धित करना, वृद्धि करना, एंड कंट्रैक्शन संकोचन करना, उसको कम करना. ये दोनों चीज, वॉल्यूम ऑफ मनी मीन्स द टोटल मनी सप्लाई. सो टोटल मनी सप्लाई को जब जरूरी पड़े तो उसको बढ़ा सकता है, जब जरूरी पड़े उसको कम किया जा सकता है. that is in the interest of the general public welfare. Interest of the general public welfare means when it is required in the economy, when it is necessary for the economy, for the people, then the central bank can increase the money supply and decrease the money supply, means control the volume of money. That is that is power, or that work is given to the central bank. So this is the definition given by the Kent. So now another thing, before going to discuss in detail about what are the functions of the central bank, we should know about the Reserve Bank of India. Some detail about the history about the Reserve Bank of India. So in India, the Reserve Bank of India that was started, or that is commenced its operation on 1st April 1935 during the British rule in accordance with the provision of RBI Act 1934. So 1934 में एक रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट बनाया गया है. उसी एक्ट के अनुसार भारत में जो रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया का शुरुआत हुआ 1st April 1935. Reserve Bank of India was set up based on the recommendation of Hilton Young Commission of 1926. रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया 1935 में शुरू हुआ, लेकिन उससे पहले उनको किसका रिकमेंडेशन मिला है? एक कमिटी बनाया गया था, और वो कमिटी का मुख्य थे हिल्टन योंग, और उनका नाम में वो हुआ है हिल्टन योंग कमीशन. And according to the recommendation that is given by the Hilton Young Commission of 1926, the commission was established and the commission has given its report. And after that, an act is made. That act is called as the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. And from 1st April 1935, RBI commenced, or it was operated. उसका बाद आरबीआई का नेशनलाइज किया गया 1 जनवरी 1949. आरबीआई का नेशनलाइज किया गया, जैसे कि कमर्शियल बैंक का भी नेशनलाइज किया गया है फर्स्ट टाइम 1969 में, उसी तरह आरबीआई का नेशनलाइज हुआ 1949 आफ्टर द इंडिपेंडेंस. आरबीआई का जो फाइनेंशियल ईयर होता है, आर्थिक वर्ष जो होता है, वो 1 जुलाई से 30 जून होता है. फॉर द अदर्स, फॉर rest of the all, that is all the commercial bank and other firms also, that is your financial year or fiscal year, that is from 1st April to 31st March. But in case of RBI, it is 1st July to 30th June. So 1st July to 30th June, that is the financial year of the RBI. Now, ओरिजिनल हेडक्वार्टर्स ऑफ आरबीआई इन कलकत्ता. पहले आरबीआई का जो हेडक्वार्टर कलकत्ता में था, लेकिन 1937 में वो शहीद भगत सिंह मार्ग मुंबई को शिफ्ट कर दिया गया है. सो इन 1937 इट वाज शिफ्टेड टू शहीद भगत सिंह मार्ग मुंबई. सो नाउ द मेन जो हेडक्वार्टर आरबीआई का है वो मुंबई में अवस्थित है. आरबीआई is entrusted with 21, or RBI is made up with 21 member central board of directors. RBI में जो सेंट्रल बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स होते हैं, उसमें 21 सदस्य को लेके वो बोर्ड है. बोर्ड में 21 मेंबर्स होते हैं. उसमें होते हैं द गवर्नर, नंबर 1 आरबीआई का गवर्नर. अभी हमारा गवर्नर शक्तिकांत दास है. 4 डेप्यूटी कमिश्नर, 4 डेप्यूटी कमिश्नर, 2 फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री रिप्रेजेंटेटिव. वित्त विभाग, देश का हमारा जो वित्त विभाग है, उनकी तरफ से 2 प्रतिनिधित्व करते हैं, 2 फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री रिप्रेजेंटेटिव. 10 गवर्नमेंट नॉमिनेटेड डायरेक्टर्स टू रिप्रेजेंट इम्पोर्टेंट एलिमेंट्स ऑफ इंडियाज इकोनॉमी. सरकार द्वारा नॉमिनेटेड किया जाता है 2 डायरेक्टर्स, दे आर द मेंबर्स ऑफ आरबीआई। 4 डायरेक्टर्स टू रिप्रेजेंट लोकल बोर्ड्स हेडक्वार्टर्ड एट मुंबई, कलकत्ता, चेन्नई एंड न्यू दिल्ली। ये 4 मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटी जो है उसमें से 4 डायरेक्टर को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। ओके, तो टोटल हो गया गवर्नर एंड 4 डिप्टी गवर्नर हो गया, 5, 2 फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर रिप्रेजेंट, 7, 10 हो गया गवर्नमेंट से नॉमिनेटेड डायरेक्टर, 17 और 4 हो गया 4 मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटी से डायरेक्टर्स, सो 21। ये टोटल बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स में होते हैं 21 मेंबर्स। एंड फर्स्ट इन गवर्नर ऑफ आरबीआई दैट वाज ऑसबॉर्न स्मिथ पहला, एंड इंडियन ओरिजिन का इंडियन गवर्नर पहले जो है सीडी देशमुख है, एंड प्रेजेंट आरबीआई गवर्नर है शक्तिकांत दास। सो दिस इज इन सम ब्रीफ अबाउट द रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया। नाउ कम टू द मेन फंक्शंस ऑफ द रोल ऑफ द सेंट्रल बैंक। So there are 2 types of function of the Central Bank of India, or that is Reserve Bank of India। 2 प्रकार का रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया जो है, मुख्य 2 प्रकार का जो फंक्शंस that is performed by the Reserve Bank of India। नंबर 1 जो प्राइमरी फंक्शंस होता है, और that is called as the traditional function और monetary function जो important होता है। So one is your monetary functions। So these functions are also known as the primary functions of the Central Bank of India, or that is called the Reserve Bank, Central Bank or Reserve Bank। And second one is non-monetary functions। Non-monetary functions, that is the your other functions you can say। So these functions are related to the developmental, promotional and supervision function of the RBI। So primary function का अलावा जो रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया का दूसरा कुछ सब एक्स्ट्रा फंक्शन, एडिशनल फंक्शन भी वो परफॉर्म करता है, वो होता है डेवलपमेंटल फंक्शन, प्रमोशनल फंक्शन एंड सुपरविजन फंक्शन। ओके, बट आवर दैट इज टॉपिक और आवर सिलेबस दैट इज कन्फाइंड टू योर मेनली द मेन फंक्शंस ऑफ द प्राइमरी फंक्शन ऑफ द आरबीआई। सो लेट अस डिस्कस अबाउट व्हाट आर द प्राइमरी फंक्शन or main function of RBI। So if you see this in this slide, the main function of RBI, there are the 6. One is your issuer of the currency, or that is called as the authority of the currency or monopoly of note issue. Another is the bankers bank, and another is the government bank. Another is foreign exchange management of the foreign exchange and supervisor of the financial system। Then monetary policy is adopted by the, or control of credit or monetary policy is adopted by the Central Bank or Reserve Bank of India। So these are the main functions or the main role of the RBI generally played or performed। So let us discuss one by one or understand what is that one by one। So first one, that is your currency function, or that is called as the monopoly of note issue or bank of issue or currency function। So RBI in our country has been given sole right of issue of currency notes except 1 rupee note। This function gets such importance that Central Bank has come to be known as the bank of issue। RBI in our country has been given the sole right of issue of currency notes except 1 rupee note। 1 रुपया नोट को, 1 रुपया जो नोट होता है, मुद्रा होता है, उसको छोड़ के बाकी जितना भी करेंसी है, all the notes and all the coins that have been that is controlled and that have been issued by the Reserve Bank of India। So इसीलिए रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया को कहा जाता है बैंक ऑफ इशू कहा जाता है। नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाई दिस, इन स्पाइट ऑफ सो मेनी कमर्शियल बैंक, व्हाई दिस फंक्शन हैज बीन गिवन or this responsibility has been given by the given to the Central Bank or the Reserve Bank of India। So number 1 is due to 3 things। One is uniformity, because it is the main that is objectives of the Central Bank is that is your welfare, how to promote the social welfare. So therefore, uniformity will be there in the issuing of notes, and second one is the elasticity will be there, and third one is the safety will be there. उसमें uniformity रहेगा, everybody has the faith, everybody has the trust, everybody trust or believe the Reserve Bank of India. So therefore, this function is given. There will be the uniformity in the note issue. Elasticity means the volume of the that is your amount of money or notes that can be changed, that can be increased or decreased according to the demand. So elasticity. And third one is the safety. It can be that is supervised, or it can be kept safely by the Central Bank of India. So these are the main three considerations regarding the issuing of the notes. RBI tries to keep money growth within a target rate and keep inflationary pressure at a low level. RBI जो है वो inflationary pressure को lower level में रखने के लिए कोशिश करता है. इसीलिए और monetary अगर if there will be the expansion of the money supply, automatically there will be the more inflation. तो इसीलिए रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया को ये रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दिया गया है, ये पावर दिया गया है कि बाय कंट्रोलिंग द मनी सप्लाई इट कैन कीप द इन्फ्लेशनरी प्रेशर एट ए लोअर लेवल. नेक्स्ट इज ए फंक्शन, इंपोर्टेंट फंक्शन, दैट इज द बैंकर टू द गवर्नमेंट. You know the commercial bank, they are directly dealing with the public. They are the bank of the people, or they are the bank of the consumers. Similarly, your Reserve Bank of India, it is the government bank. It is the banker of the government. All the government transactions, that is the receipt and payments of the government, that are made by the Reserve Bank of India. Whenever the government take any loan, or whenever the government make any payment, all are made by the Reserve Bank of India. Government ka, on the behalf of the government, it is made by the Reserve Bank of India. So the central bank is a banker, agent and financial advisor to the government. Central bank जो होता है वो गवर्नमेंट के लिए एक बैंकर होता है, एजेंट होता है, फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर होता है. So how it is a banker? As a banker to the government, it manages the account of the government. It helps the government with short-term loans and advances in times of difficulty. Government of India borrows money from RBI to finance its budget deficit. So that's why it is called as the banker to the government. उसमें क्या क्या है? It helps the government with short-term loan. गवर्नमेंट को जब जरूरी पड़ता है तो उसको स्वल्प काल के लिए वो उधार देता है, लोन प्रोवाइड करता है. एंड एडवांस इन टाइम्स ऑफ डिफिकल्टी, डिफिकल्टी के समय से आरबीआई गवर्नमेंट को हेल्प करता है, एडवांस देता है. द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया बोरोज मनी फ्रॉम द आरबीआई टू फाइनेंस इट बजट डेफिसिट. जब बजट में डेफिसिट होता है तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया आरबीआई से बोरो कर सकता है. बाहर से भी बोरो कर सकता है, वर्ल्ड बैंक से, आईएमएफ से भी हम बोरो कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि अभी कोरोना का जो प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है, इकोनॉमी लॉकडाउन हो गया है, तो दैट्स व्हाई नाउ देयर इज दैट इज नीडेड a big investment is required. And recently our honorable prime minister that announced that 20 lakh crores will be given as a that is big push, or 20 lakh crores that is amount that will be given in the different sectors just to revive the economy. That's why now the question is such a lump sum amount of money, such a big amount of money, from which source the government that is receive this amount or generate this amount? Definitely the government has received this amount from the Reserve Bank of India, because the Reserve Bank of India is the government bank, and all the deposits of the government that have been made in the Reserve Bank of India. So therefore during the period of financial crisis, definitely it is the responsibility of the Reserve Bank of India to help the government. तो इसीलिए गवर्नमेंट को वो लोन देता है. तो इसीलिए कहा जाता है कि रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया जो है वो गवर्नमेंट का बैंक है. Another is, as government agent, the central bank conducts sale and purchase of government security, also manage national debt and foreign debt. नेशनल डेप्ट हमारा देश का जो ऋण व्यवस्था है, ऋण है, नेशनल डेप्ट है, और विदेश से हम जो ऋण लाते हैं, विदेश से जब हम उधार लाते हैं, फॉरेन डेप्ट जो है, उनको भी मैनेज करता है रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया बाय सेलिंग एंड परचेज ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज, उसको वो कंट्रोल करता है. एंड अनदर इज एज एन एडवाइजर टू द गवर्नमेंट, गवर्नमेंट का एक उपदेष्टा की रूप में भी रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया काम करता है. एज एन एडवाइजर टू द गवर्नमेंट, इट फ्रेम पॉलिसीज टू रेगुलेट द मनी मार्केट. Whenever the government has faced any difficulty or any financial crunch or any financial crisis, then automatically the government seeks the advice of the Reserve Bank of India or exports people who are working in the Reserve Bank of India. So the Reserve Bank of India works as an advisor to the government during the period of crisis. So that's why it is called as the banker to the government. Next one is your bankers bank. So just like the commercial bank or the bank of the people, we deal with the commercial bank to take loan or to deposit our money. Similarly, the commercial banks, they deposit their money, they deposit their cash reserve in the Reserve Bank of India, and they take loan from the Reserve Bank of India. So therefore, the Reserve Bank of India is called as the bankers bank. As a bankers bank, it has the same relation with other banks in the country as a commercial bank has with its relation. जिस प्रकार कमर्शियल बैंक का रिलेशन हमारा साथ है, अपना कस्टमर्स का साथ है, उसी प्रकार रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया का जो रिलेशंस कमर्शियल बैंक का साथ है. इसका मतलब है कमर्शियल बैंक के लिए कस्टमर्स हम लोग हैं और रिजर्व बैंक के लिए जो कस्टमर्स है वो कमर्शियल बैंक से, कोऑपरेटिव बैंक से, ये सब है. इट इम्प्लाइज दैट द सेंट्रल बैंक टेक्स केयर ऑफ द कैश रिजर्व्स ऑफ द कमर्शियल बैंक. यू नो दैट क्रेडिट क्रिएशन में हमने पढ़ा था कि ये पार्ट ऑफ द टोटल liability or total deposits, net deposits of the commercial bank, that will be kept in the form of cash. So therefore, the central bank takes care of the cash reserves of the commercial bank. Commercial banks are required to keep certain amount of public deposits as cash reserves with the central bank, and other part is kept with the commercial banks of themselves. We have already discussed previously about the CRR and SLR. CRR, that part of the deposits of the commercial bank which is kept in the Reserve Bank of India, and SLR is that part of the total, that is assets of the commercial bank, that is kept in the form of liquid assets by the with themselves. So this is done. ये जो SLR और CRR, वो इंस्ट्रक्शंस जो होता है, गाइडलाइंस जो होता है, वो रिजर्व बैंक का गाइडलाइंस के हिसाब से होता है. दैट्स व्हाई द सेंट्रल बैंक टेक्स केयर ऑफ द कैश रिजर्व ऑफ द कमर्शियल बैंक. A certain part of this reserve is kept with the central bank for the purpose of granting loans to the commercial bank. Therefore, the central bank is called the bankers bank. Because due to this reserve, the commercial bank can appeal or they can request or they can get loan from the or advances from the central bank or the Reserve Bank of India. Therefore, the central bank is also called the bankers bank. Another function is the lender of last resort. What it means? It means if a commercial bank fails to get financial accommodation from anywhere, it approaches the Reserve Bank of India as a last resort. इसका मतलब है, मान लो कि कोई भी पर्टिकुलर कमर्शियल बैंक को का पास पैसा नहीं है टू मेक पेमेंट टू इज कस्टमर्स. मान लो कि उसका पास उतना पैसा नहीं है और कस्टमर ए के साथ अपना पैसा लेने के लिए आते हैं। तो उस समय में वो कमर्शियल बैंक क्या कर सकता है, आरबीआई को एक लास्ट एज ए होप, एज ए रे ऑफ होप, so therefore it is called as the lender of last resort. So it approaches the RBI as a last resort, and RBI advances loan to such a bank against approved securities. RBI भी क्या करता है, अप्रूव गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी के अगेंस्ट में वो बैंक को, कमर्शियल बैंक को पैसा देता है, एडवांस देता है, क्रेडिट देता है। By helping the commercial bank in situation of emergency, the central bank ensure that the banking system of the country does not suffer any setback and maintain stability in the money market. क्योंकि अगर उस समय में सेंट्रल बैंक अगर कमर्शियल बैंक को हेल्प नहीं करता है तो ऑटोमेटिकली इट विल शेक द बेनिफिट और इट विल क्रिएट डाउट इन द माइंड ऑफ द कस्टमर्स रिगार्डिंग द बैंकिंग सिस्टम। उस समय में अगर हेल्प सेंट्रल बैंक नहीं करता है तो ऑटोमेटिकली लोगों का कमर्शियल बैंक का या बैंकिंग जो स्ट्रक्चर का ऊपर जो है, इंस्टीट्यूशंस का ऊपर क्या होगा ना, भरोसा नहीं रहेगा, दे विल नॉट बिलीव। सो देयरफॉर टू कंटिन्यू द बिलीफ, देयरफॉर टू मेंटेन द स्टेबिलिटी एंड in the money market, the central bank ensure that the banking system of the country does not suffer any setback. इसीलिए RBI always ensure that how the people will have that is immense faith or believe on the banking system, and the banking system of the country does not suffer any setback. Setback का मतलब any type of disadvantages or any type of that is negative way, negativity should not come into the mind of the people. It will not suffer. So country does not suffer any setback and maintain stability in the money market. That's why this is one of the important function of the Reserve Bank of India, the central bank, that is the lender of last resort. And next is your custodian of the international currency, or that is your foreign exchange. International currency means foreign exchange. It implies that the central bank maintains a minimum reserve of the international currency. You know that for the whatever the money that is received by the government for its export that have been deposited, that has been received by the Reserve Bank of India or deposited by the government in the Reserve Bank of India. Similarly, whatever the payments has been made by the government for its import, that has made through the Reserve Bank of India. So therefore, the central bank maintains a minimum reserve of international currency because we have to pay for our import. That's why, and at the same time also we have to receive the that is payment from for our export. Sometime also the Reserve Bank of India has to that is maintain the stability in our exchange rate. So therefore, it has to maintain a minimum reserve of the international currency. The main aim of this reserve is to meet the emergency requirement of foreign exchange and overcome adverse requirement of deficit in the balance of payment. ये minimum that is reserve of international currency Reserve Bank of India इसीलिए मेंटेन करता है, कभी भी इमरजेंसी आ सकता है। कभी भी मान लो कि हमारा इंपोर्ट ज्यादा हो गया, हमको बाहर से उधार लेना पड़ा, तो उसमें हमको डॉलर का जरूरी पड़ेगा, फॉरेन एक्सचेंज का जरूरी पड़ेगा। तो उस समय में that is situation can be controlled and the government can overcome this situation through this with the help of the Reserve Bank of India. That's why the Reserve Bank of India maintains a minimum reserve of international currency to avoid the deficit in the balance of payment. It exercises the managed floating. Managed floating एक रेट होता है जो हाइब्रिड सिस्टम होता है, फिक्स्ड एक्सचेंज रेट एंड फ्लेक्सिबल एक्सचेंज रेट का दोनों का एलिमेंट्स उसमें होता है। हम उसको फॉरेन एक्सचेंज चैप्टर में डिस्कस करेंगे। दैट इज मैनेज फ्लोटिंग मीन्स द सेंट्रल बैंक कैन चेंज इट एक्सचेंज रेट विदिन ए सर्टेन प्रेस्क्राइब लिमिट। सेंट्रल बैंक हमारा जो एक्सचेंज रेट, फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रेट जो है, उसको एक प्रेस्क्राइब लिमिट का अंदर वो चेंज कर सकता है, उसको इंक्रीज कर सकता है, डिक्रीज कर सकता है अकॉर्डिंग टू द requirement according to the need of the situation or according to the need of the hour. To ensure why it is done, to ensure the stability in the exchange rate in the international market. इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में एक्सचेंज रेट में स्टेबिलिटी लाने के लिए उसमें उसको मैनेज फ्लोटिंग एक्सचेंज रेट दैट इज ऑपरेटेड और दैट इज exercises by the Reserve Bank of India. If you enjoy my class a lot, if you have any doubt, then you can write your doubt in your comment box, and I request you to like my video and to subscribe my channel, that is Monothos Teaching. With this